Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Today's video is called Before You Book Your Cruise, 7 Things You Must Know and Do. These are some of the most important tips you're going to have to keep in mind here before you're booking a cruise. This is a big decision. It takes a lot of knowledge. You want to make sure you get it just right because after all, how many times a year can you go on a cruise, especially if it's your first ever cruise? You sure want to get it right the first time. And, well, with experience, you get better at it. And here are 7 tips to kind of help you through the process. Be able to go to places like these here, Venice or Dubrovnik in Europe, or to even just sail the Caribbean or to Hawaii or Alaska. There's a number of things you have to know. And the number one thing you got to figure out is your passport. Make sure your passport has at least 6 months time left on it before it expires, even at the very end of your holiday. So if you're going on a 2 or 3 week holiday, count from the back of your holiday to make sure your passport is at least good for 6 or more months. Certain countries will not let you in. Number 2, you need travel insurance. You've got to look into it. Look at an annual policy with your insurance provider back home. Whoever you're using for your auto or your home or life, anything like that, check with them to see if you can get an annual travel insurance policy rider added to an existing policy. It is worth your while. If you end up in a room like this in another country other than your own, you could be looking at $10,000, $20,000 per day in expenses that you didn't think you'd run into. Just stubbing your toe or twisting your ankle, you could be in for a world of hurt. The third thing, before you book your cruise, check airline schedules. If you're thinking of taking a cruise during the busy time of year, you might be in for a shock. You might have found a cruise deal, but to get to the ship and back might be blown out of the water because of the cost of an airfare. Try to avoid a lot of connections to get to your ship, port of call, because it is inevitable there will be backups and you're in a world of hurt there too. Number 4, you gotta get to the cruise port at least the day before your cruise, and after your cruise you want to stay a night if at all possible, just to take the heat off getting there and getting home from the port city. Book a hotel, check deals there, and make sure you've got yourself covered. You have to get to the port city the night before, and if you do, you've got time to do some last-minute shopping for a few provisions. Number 5, make sure you're on the right cruise. Don't get caught with a super deal for a 4-day cruise and only to find out it's a spring break booze cruise. If you've got children or if the two of you want to get away for a nice, quiet, relaxing holiday, this is not what you had in mind. You've really got to really be careful to make sure you don't get caught up in one of those cruises if that's not what you're looking for. Now, when it comes to other items like drinking alcohol on board or any other activities, you've got to double check your pricing. You may find that a drink package works for you. You may find that a drink package will not work for you. You may want to buy your drinks a la carte. Other activities on board the ship. You might have an idea about going on a go-kart ride or doing other activities, a bunch of onshore activities. Make sure they're included in your cruise, or you can afford them, to make sure you know the costing of this before you get into it. And number 7, kids, yes or no? What kind of a cruise are you looking for? Are you looking for a cruise for your family? Mom, dad, 1 child, 2, 3 kids, more? Is it grandma, grandpa going with mom and dad and 3 children? Is that the deal? There are cruises that are perfect for children, and there are cruises that are not perfect for children. And if it's just the 2 of you getting away for a relaxing week or so, you may want to consider an adult-only cruise and not have any children in the area whatsoever. It all depends on what it is you're looking for from your holiday. You have to really analyze it. Don't get swayed or get waylaid by a promotional cruise price that in the end is completely wrong for what it is you're looking for. If you're actually looking for some stimulating conversation with other people in your age group, you may want to consider cruise lines that are more appropriate for your tastes and desires. If it's a children's cruise, I get it. You grab a Disney cruise, or you go on Royal Caribbean or Norwegian with all of the toys that they have on board, and the kids will have a great time. But if it's mom and dad getting away to a place like this, romantic couple want to get away for a little while, there are other cruise lines that'll set the mood and will set the table for you perfectly. In some cases, it's all about the food, and so you want to make sure you've got the right cruise line for the right food options as well. Anyway, there you go. 7 things you must know and do before you go on a cruise. And I hope this has helped you to decide whether cruising is for you. Now this year coming up, 30 million people will be taking a cruise, 2.5 million a month. It is an expanding business. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Join me Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, Saturdays at 2 Eastern. We talk cruise ships 6 days a week. And please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification icon. You'll get updates on every video I post on this channel. And we'll talk to you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.